to Southwest Mississippi Community College inside the basketball center. First Bank Court as we get ready for basketball action on a Monday night. A rare K106 appearance. Why do we make a K106 appearance tonight? Well, that's because North Pike baseball gets underway over on WAZA 107.7. Their season coverage begins with our good friends at North Pike and WAZA. So we get switched over to K106 for women's action tonight as the Bears of Southwest and Coach Bryn Harris here on First Bank Court take on the women of Co-Lin. This game supposed to be the first game of the 2021 basketball season, but instead of it being the first game, it actually turns out to be the last game. These two teams, of course, have played once. Southwest winning a game in Wesson 79-69, with Southwest taking a late Co-Lin rally but being able to hang on in that one. It was the Co-Lin winning the first quarter 16-15 before the Bears took the second quarter 26-12. The third quarter belonged to Southwest at 22-17. That helped the Bears hang on a late rally. Co-Lin scored 24 points in that fourth quarter to win it. However, the Bears would hang on and win it 79-69. The Bears got 21 that day from Sydney Tangle. They had 3 in double figures. Tangle with 21. Etienne had 17. And Jerryon Owens for the Lady Bears had 13 in that game. You look at the scoring for Co-Lin. Co-Lin had, 1, 2, 3 in double figures. Sanders with 15, McCray with 10, and Gilbert with 10 in that basketball game. So they had 3 of their own in double figures in that game back earlier in the season. You look at as far as the numbers go for these two ball teams as they play basketball here this evening. You look at the numbers for Southwest. The Bears have played 11 games. They're averaging 65.9 points per game. They're scoring right at 38% from the field. Bears again at 7-4. They sit at 3-2 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Actually a better record away from the Basketball Center. They sit at 4-2 away from Southwest. They did lose their last game. That was a 64-59 decision at Meridian. Before that, the Bears had picked up 2 wins in a row, beating both Gulf Coast and East Central. You look at Co-Lin, they have also played 11 games on the year. They come in 5-6, losers of their last 2. They are averaging 56.1 points per game on the season is Co-Lin. And of course, Co-Lin is 5-6, 3-4 in Wesson. They are 2-2 away from the Wesson campus on this 2021 basketball season. Again, they've lost their last 2. They lost at Jones, and then they lost to Meridian up at Co-Lin last week. Again, last game for the Lady Bears anyway. The only games the Lady Bears had left on their schedule is actually 2 games with Pearl River Community College. We understand there's a pretty good possibility that neither of those games will be made up in the 2021 campaign. One more side note, the men of Southwest who were scheduled to play here tomorrow night, turns out that game has been postponed as well. We'll try to get with Coach Brian Bender possibly inside this broadcast at some point and kind of find out what the plans are between now and regionals for the Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. By the way, regionals, if you're wondering, would begin next week, Monday and Tuesday. The play-in games, Wednesday and Thursday, everybody plays. So the Southwest Lady Bears, if everything goes according to plan, next Wednesday would be right back here inside the Southwest Basketball Center for a home game on this 2021 playoff season. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's take care of Co-Lin, their arch rival here this afternoon on the Southwest campus. Both teams are going back to their bench. Instead of taking a break, we're going to stay right here because the public address announcer, Michael Gunnell, going to give us the starting lineups for both of these 2 schools. That will happen in about 40 seconds, so we'll stay right here on this Monday afternoon. Boy, it's been a beautiful day in Southwest Mississippi. Not that it matters when you're inside, but you can look out the windows here and see the sun still gleaming as daylight savings time has begun. Here's the starting lineups.
First for visiting Co-Lin, guard, a 5'5" freshman from Madison, number 10, Maria Span. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Forest, number 12, Orlandria McGee. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Vicksburg, number 14, Anaya Sanders. At forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Richland, number 23, Morgan McCray. And at forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Minton, Louisiana, number 35, Derricka Gilbert. The head coach for Co-Lin is Gwen Young. He is assisted by Drew Robinson and Lane Young. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your Southwest Lady Bears. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana, number 1, Michaela Etienne. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Philadelphia, number 10, Taylor Ben. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Biloxi, number 14, Nyla McGee. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Carthage, number 23, Cindy Tango. And at center, 6' sophomore from Hazersville, number 32, Jerryon Owens. The head coach of the Lady Bears in his 9th season is Brent Harris. He is assisted by Dr. Brendan Stevens.
Well, the starting lineup has gone out to the crowd here. Again, let's give it to you. It will be Span, McGee, Sanders, McCray, and Gilbert on the floor for Co-Lin and Coach Gwen Young for the Bears. It will be Etienne, Ben, McGee, Tangle, and Jerryon Owens on the floor for the Bears of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Now we are just about ready to get this one started. The game that, again, was supposed to lead off the 2021 basketball season, as it turns out, is right here at the end of the 2021 basketball season. Owens will jump it for the Bears. Ball is in the air, and it is controlled by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack control it with Span. She'll bring it down. Put it into the hands of Sanders. Sanders brings it back out to McCray. McCray top of the key with it. Looking for some help. Here's Span to help her out. Span goes back top of the key. Hands it off back into her hands. Goes to the corner with it. Brings it up, puts a shot up, and that's going to roll in and good for McGee. So Orlandria McGee will get the first basket of this one, and we're underway. And back to the other end we go. Lady Bears have it with Tangle down in the corner. Tangle gives it to Etienne, and we've got a 3-second call in the lane against the Bears. So the Bears get the 3-second call against them. Co-Lin gets this basketball back. Here comes the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the basketball across the timeline. They hand it to the top. Goes to McGee with it again. McGee working down underneath to Gilbert. Gilbert shot put in and good. Gilbert puts that one in and good. Makes it 4-0. Co-Lin scores the first 4 in this one to lead it 4-0 on the Bears of Southwest. Here's Tangle. Tangle working to McGee. McGee goes to the hoop, has her shot blocked as she goes underneath by McCray, and they'll say last touched by the Bears. The Bears the last to touch it. Co-Lin will get it back, leading 4-0. 8:51 and the clock running here at the Southwest Basketball Center. First bank court here on the campus. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. They want to go underneath, and boy, somehow a wide open McCray got herself wide open underneath the basket, and the lead is 6-0. Boy, a miscommunication that time. McCray got herself wide open. Co-Lin up 6-0. Tangle, 3-ball, put up, won't fall for the Bears. And on the rebound, we get a foul called. It's on Jerryon Owens. So Owens will pick up her first foul of the afternoon. That's the first foul of this game, and they lead it 6-0 here at First Bank Court. Co-Lin with the basketball. Co-Lin will bring it down. Work it to the top of the key with Sanders. Sanders back in the lane will bring it back out to Span. She wants to shoot a 3. 3-ball put up, won't go. Taylor Ben the rebound, gets it to Tangle. Tangle plants her feet, goes underneath to Owens. Shot put in, good, and a foul. Owens gets the first basket for the Bears, and the foul is on 35. That's Derricka Gilbert, who will pick up her first. That's the first against Co-Lin, and Owens will shoot a free throw. First one is up and rolls off the front of the rim, no good. 6-2 game, Co-Lin with the rebound. Here comes the Wolfpack back down the floor with Gilbert. Gilbert to Span. Span goes back to Gilbert with the basketball. Gilbert working it down. Goes back out to McGee. Now they hand it to McCray. She's in the lane, and her jump shot in and good. McCray's jumper in and good, makes it an 8-2 game. Boy, Co-Lin can't miss here in the early moments of this one. Basketball with Owens to Tangle, top of the key with it. Sydney working down in the lane, has that one knocked away from her. McCray knocks it away, gives it to Sanders, and Sanders will give it to Spann. Her shot put up won't go. Now an all-out battle for the rebound, and it's the Bears and McGee. That's Shyla McGee that comes down with it. McGee feeds it to Ben. Ben puts the 3-ball up. Won't go. Fight for the rebound is Co-Lin's ball. Here comes the Wolfpack on the other end with Sanders. Sanders trying to go to McCray. That one's knocked away, but they'll say last touched by Sanders and Co-Lin, and the Bears own the basketball. Bears will own the basketball. They'll bring it down with Etienne. Etienne goes to Ben. Ben back up top to McGee. McGee working towards the lane, has her shot blocked. It's out of bounds, and they'll say this time it's last touched by the Bears. Well, McGee has her shot blocked, but it touches her body as the ball's going out of bounds, and they'll say it belongs back with Co-Lin. And now they'll say out of bounds. Bears bringing the full court pressure. Sydney Tangle, the last to touch it for Southwest on the full court press, and Co-Lin will inbound it in front of their bench. Bears decide to back off of them this time with 6:39 to play here in the opening period. Basketball belongs to Co-Lin with Spann, and now we get a violation call against the Wolfpack. So the Bears get a chance to inbound it at midcourt after the violation. They'll give it to Etienne. Etienne will bring it down the floor for the Bears. Goes to McGee. McGee works in the lane, back to Ben. Ben's long jumper put up, falls for the Bears. Taylor Ben's jump shot falls for the Bears, makes it an 8-4 game. Co-Lin coming in a hurry, back on this other end with Spann. Spann gets it back to Sanders. She'll slow it down. Sanders to McGee. McGee's 3-ball put up won't go. It's the Bears and McGee who grabbed the rebound. Here comes Michaela Etienne now. Etienne with the basketball, top of the key for the Bears. 5:59 clock running here in this opening period. 8-4 the lead for. Etienne's 3-ball in and good. Etienne will put it in and put the Bears to within 1. The full court press by McGee. This time she'll steal it away and get the basket. McGee stole that one away and got the basket. Bears keep the full court press on, and now Taylor Ben's taking it away. Ben gives it to Tangle. Tangle stops, jumper, good. And Tangle's jumper is good to make it 11-8, and Co-Lin wants the timeout. Coach Gwen Young has decided he wants a timeout. 11-8, the Bears have come storming back to take the 11-8 lead on the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. The only other event going on today, Southwest softball is in action over at Jones College. Check that one real quick with Jones College and Southwest. In game 2, Southwest winning game 1 over Jones College. Right now, game 2, it's a 9-2 Jones College lead in the top of the 6th over Ellisville. So the Lady Bears and Coach Shay Johnson get game 1. Jones College leading in game 2 over in softball action. Co-Lin inbounds it. Bears once again bring the pressure. Getting it across the line is Gilbert. Gilbert goes to McGee. McGee hands it up, puts it up, won't fall. And on the rebound, they'll say she stepped out of bounds. McCray had the rebound for Co-Lin, but she steps out of bounds with the basketball. Bears will get this one back. 5:13 to play, clock running here in the opening period. Bears up 11-8 in this opening period. McGee goes to Tangle. Tangle wants to shoot the 3 for the Bears. That's off the front of the rim, no good. McGee saves it. Did she step out of bounds? She did. Shyla McGee trying to save that one for the Bears will step out of bounds. Bears will get White into the basketball game for Taylor Ben. First substitution for Southwest is Anaya White, who will check in for Taylor Ben here at the basketball center. 4:54 clock running. 11-8 Southwest leading Co-Lin here on K106 this evening. Basketball in the hands of Sanders. Sanders goes towards the hoop, bounces it back out. Here comes the three ball off the hands of Span. That's no good. Co-Lin the rebound. They'll get it back out. Here comes the jump shot. That won't fall off the hands of Sanders. And we get a foul called. It's on 40. That's Esco who gets the foul for Co-Lin. She picks up her first. That's the second against the Wolfpack. 4.5 to play here in the opening period. White will bring it down for the Bears. White down in the corner with that basketball. Brings it back up top of the key. White goes to McGee. McGee in the lane, flips it out to Tangle. Tangle draws the double team to Etienne out of the corner. Three ball put up, won't go. Fight for the rebound, goes to Co-Lin. Here comes the Wolfpack on this other end with 4:06 to play. Wolfpack with McGee. McGee goes to Sanders. Sanders with the basketball. They go underneath. McGee grabs it. Here comes McGee with the basketball for Southwest. And they say she traveled. So McGee will turn it over on the travel. Taylor being going to check in for Sydney Tangle. Etienne going to check out as well. Courtney Bradford will check in for her. And Daisy Wansley will come on to play for the Bears as well. So the Bears make 3 substitutions along with Ben and McGee that stay on the floor for Southwest. They'll go underneath and a foul called on the Bears. It's on Shyla McGee. They'll get her for the push. That's the second against the Bears, the first against McGee. 3:43 to play. Bears lead at 11-8. Co-Lin with the basketball. Inbounds it underneath their own goal to Esco. Her shot put up and good. Esco underneath their own goal, puts that one in and good. Makes it an 11-10 game. With the basketball is the Bears. McGee with it. McGee flips it into the lane. Lost it off her foot, out of bounds. Boy, McGee just looked down a split second at that basketball and lost it. Bears will now check Abigail Gallagher into the game. Gallagher will get in for McGee. So Abigail Gallagher on the floor now for Southwest. Here comes Co-Lin with the basketball and Span. Span brings it across the timeline. Span works it to Young down in the corner. Back up top it goes into the hands of Blue. Blue with the basketball. Blue goes to Span. Now it's Wansley who takes it away, and a foul going to be called against Co-Lin. Span had it taken away by Wansley, and Span ends up fouling Wansley in the process of trying to get the basketball back. An 11-10 game. It's the Bears by 1. Co-Lin with the basketball to Ben. Taylor with it up top to Gallagher. Gallagher over to Wansley with it. Wansley back to White. White down in the lane to Wansley out of the corner. 3-ball put up, won't go for Wansley, and Co-Lin will own this one. Here comes the Wolfpack back on the offensive end. 2:40 clock running here in the opening period. Blue with the basketball. Goes underneath to Esco. She'll get the basket and the foul. Bradford commits the foul for Southwest. Count the basket for Esco. And that makes it a 12-11 game, and she's got a chance to make it a 2-point game right here. Shot up and good. Esco makes the free throw to make it a 13-11 game. And it's now a 2-point lead by the Wolfpack. Gallagher with the basketball to Wansley. Wansley goes up top to Taylor Ben. Ben gives it back to White. White to Bradford underneath. Now back out to Gallagher. She'll plant her feet, fire the 3-ball. Put up, won't go. Picked out the rebound by Bradford. Bradford will give it back to Gallagher, and she'll get the score. Abigail Gallagher gets it that time to make it 13-13. Bradford got the rebound. Gallagher got the putback for the Bears. Basketball belongs to Co-Lin. Here comes the 3-ball off the hands of Blue. That one won't fall, but the rebound by Esco picked up and put back in good to make it 15-13. Esco able to put that one back in for Co-Lin. 1:41 clock running. Taylor Ben, other end for the Bears. Ben Goes to White. White in the other corner with it. Wansley sits up top asking for it. White turns the other way. Goes down, back down in that corner again. Now she needs some help. Taylor Ben over to help her out. Ben goes to the hoop, puts it in and good. Nice job, Taylor Ben, to go back towards the hoop and put that one in. 15 all here in the first quarter. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack up top with it. Into the hands it goes of Young. Young gives it to Webster, and Webster will put her first one in. Madeline Webster, her first basket of the game, makes it 17-15. 54 seconds to play here, first quarter. 17-15, it's a 2-point lead, and we got a whistle and a foul underneath.
Co-Lin foul number 10, Span.
It's on Span, who picks up her second. That's the fourth against Co-Lin. Bears will make a host of changes. They'll get Tango back in. Carey will check in for the Bears as well. Michaela Etienne also back on the floor for Southwest. They'll give it to Tangle. Tangle to Etienne. Thought about the three, passed on that. The long two, jump shot put up, won't go. Co-Lin the rebound with 39 seconds. Here comes the Wolfpack. Wolfpack up top with Blue. Blue with the basketball. Blue working in the corner. Brings it back over to the side. Now back up top. Flips it over to Blue again. Blue thought about the three. Decides to put it on the floor. Goes over to the other side. Jana Case lost it. Gives it back to the Bears. Here comes Etienne. And her shot in and good. Michaela Etienne in the closing moments of this first quarter gets the basket, ties it at 17 again. 6 seconds to play. Co-Lin with the basketball. Case fires the three, and that one's good. Jana Case fired the three, got that one to fall, and Co-Lin will lead it by a score of 20-17 after the end of the first quarter. 20 Co-Lin, 17 Southwest. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketballs on 105.7 FM, K106 tonight, and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here at Southwest, we've played a quarter. It's 2017. Co-Lin by 3. They get a Jana Case 3 at the buzzer of this first quarter to take the 3-point lead. Basketball will belong to the Bears with the possession arrow. Gallagher will inbound it to Etienne. Etienne will give it to Carey. Carey works it back down underneath to Tangle. Tangle works it back out to Gallagher. Now to Carey again. Her three put up won't go. Bears couldn't get the three ball that time. Here comes Co-Lin. Blue will bring it down for Co-Lin. The Wolfpack top of the key with it. Goes to Young. Young touches it to Case. Case up top with the basketball. Case gets rid of it, back to Blue. Blue looking for some help, goes to Young. Young wants to shoot the three. That one off the front of the rim, no good, into the hands of Webster. She'll put one up, it won't fall. Rebound picked up that time by Esco. Her shot won't go. And now the putback again by Webster won't go. And finally it's lost out of bounds. And they'll say last touch to by the Wolfpack. McGee gonna check in for Gallagher, so Gallagher out. And McGee back into this basketball game for the Bears. Co-Lin with 3 opportunities underneath their own basket that time. Couldn't get it to fall. Basketball will belong to Etienne. Etienne top of the key with it for the Bears. Goes to Carey. Carey with it beyond the 3-point line. Here comes Jerrion Owens out to help her. Owens goes to Tangle. Here's the three. Rolls around the rim and wouldn't get in. Tangles rolled all the way around the rim but wouldn't fall home. Basketball in the hands of Blue. Blue with it. Goes to Young. Young out to Case. Case top of the key with that basketball. Case Hands it to Blue. Blue goes underneath. That one almost stolen away. In fact, it was by the Bears, and they'll say last touch by Co-Lin. Bears and Carey were underneath trying to steal it away. Carey got her paws on it, but then Blue the last to touch it. And as she was the last to touch it, she will check out for Co-Lin. Bears on the basketball with Etienne, 2017. Nobody has scored here in the second quarter. 8:29 and the clock running on this second quarter here at the basketball center. It goes to Tangle. Tangle flips it to Owens, and it's good. Boy, that's a tailor-made Brent Harris kind of play right there as Jerrion Owens gets the basket underneath the goal. Here's Co-Lin now underneath their own goal with a shot and a foul called on Jerrion Owens, who's going to pick up her second for the Bears. And going to the free throw line will be the Wolfpack. So the Wolfpack will go to the free throw line with McCray. McCray's first one in and good. Morgan McCray with 4 points, make it 5, and she gets the free throw to make it 21-19. Jerrion Owens will check out. It's Bradford who checks back in for the Bears. Second free throw won't fall. Co-Lin trying for the rebound, and last to touch it was Young of Co-Lin, so the Bears get it back. Southwest will go to work on the offensive end. 8:05 to play in the second quarter of this one. Carey with the basketball. Carey goes to Tangle. Tangle up top with it. Tangle flips it to Etienne. Etienne with the basketball. Top of the key for the Bears, 7:52 to play. Etienne puts it on the floor. Gets it to Tangle. Tangle, the long jumper, in and good. Sydney Tangle's jump shot's in and good for the Bears. Makes it 21-all here at the Southwest Basketball Center, First Bank Court. Here comes Co-Lin. Shot blocked by Bradford. McGee's shot blocked by Bradford, but it ends up in the hands of the Wolfpack. And now a travel going to be called on Gilbert. It ended up in the hands of McCray, who gave it to Gilbert, and Gilbert travels with that basketball. Carey will check out. Taylor Ben back in for the Lady Bears. 7:22 and the clock running, 21-21 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. That one owned by the Bears. Ben has it up top to Etienne. Etienne with the basketball, 7:10 to play. Etienne works back to McGee. Here's a three ball. That one put up, won't fall. Bears get the rebound to Tangle. Tangle gives it to Bradford, and she'll get a basket. Bradford underneath the goal picks up the basket for the Bears. 23-21. Here comes a three ball on the other end. That won't fall for Co-Lin. Taylor Ben grabs the rebound for Southwest. Ben works it to Etienne. Etienne top of the key with it. 6:41 and the clock running. They go to Ben in the corner. Taylor Ben brings it back out, gives it to Sydney Tangle. Tangle, the long two, good for the Bears. Sydney Tangle's long two, good for the Bears. 25-21. 6:22 and the clock running here at the Basketball Center on this Monday evening. Bears playing on the defensive side now to Co-Lin. Co-Lin with the basketball to McGee. She'll shoot the long one. Puts it up, won't fall, but there to grab the rebound is McCray, and she'll put it in and good. McCray grabbed the rebound underneath the goal and puts the easy one in. 25-23. Bears lead cut to 2. Tangle with the basketball. Works down in the lane, and now Co-Lin trying to take it from her, and jump ball called. Both ladies were determined to hang on to that one, so the jump ball called. Co-Lin owns this one with 5:49 to play. Co-Lin with the basketball, down 2 to the Bears. Working down with it is Young. Young brings it back out into the hands of McCray. McCray, the long three, put up, won't fall. Sydney Tangle there to grab the rebound for Southwest. Tangle will give it to Etienne with 5.5. Etienne with the basketball to Tangle. Tangle goes back to Taylor Ben up top. Now McGee. Now Etienne. Boy, everybody touching it for the Bears to Tangle again. Tangle to McGee. McGee works it to Ben. Ben works down in the lane. Back over to Tangle. Tangle back out to Etienne. 4 on the shot clock. The three ball put up won't go. The Bears get the rebound underneath to McGee. She'll get the shot and put it in. Bears got the fresh shot clock, and they were able to save that one, and Shyla McGee able to get a basket. Boy, Bears just did get enough of the rim to reset the shot clock on that one and get McGee the quick basket for the Bears. 27-23. Co-Lin with the basketball. 4:44 to play. Working down underneath. Shot blocked. Gilbert went down underneath. Her shot was blocked by Bradford. Here come the Bears with Etienne. Etienne double teamed in the corner. Gets rid of it to Tangle. Over to Taylor Ben. Ben fires a three ball. That one won't go. Rebound picked up by Co-Lin with 4:22 to play. Here comes the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the basketball into the hands of McGee. McGee feeds it to Young. Young working down underneath to Sanders. Sanders works it back out to McCray. McCray's three is in and good. So McCray with the three puts Co-Lin back to within one, 27-26. Clock running, 3:56 to play. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. Goes to Ben. Ben drops it out to Etienne. Her three ball put up won't go for Southwest. Co-Lin the rebound, and the Bears back on the defensive side. Working it into the hands of Sanders. Sanders up top with the basketball. Sanders goes to McGee. McGee flips it back to Sanders. Now to Young. Young's three in and good. Jacarika Young gets her first basket of the game. Makes it a 29-27 game. Bears down by two now after the three ball. Bears with the ball with Etienne. Etienne to McGee. McGee into the lane. Shot put up and a foul called. McGee will get the basket. The foul is on 35, Gilbert, who picks up her second. Count the basket, makes it 29-29, and Shyla McGee, a chance for the Bears to take the lead here from the free throw line. Bears will send Leah, Carey, and Abby, and excuse me, that's Anaya White back in. Tangle and Bradford gonna check out. So McGee with one free throw, she drains it. Drains the free throw, makes it 30-29. The Bears get the free throw from McGee, and they go up 30-29 with 3:10 to play. Southwest back on the defensive side, the basketball in the hands of Sanders. Sanders up top with it. Sanders feeds it to Webster. Webster goes to Case. Now they'll bring it back up top, put it in the hands of Case again. Her three ball put up won't go. Taylor Ben the rebound for the Bears. Here comes Ben to White. White back to Carey. Carey down in the lane to McGee. McGee was looking at the basket, lost the ball, got it back, shot blocked. She got her own rebound, and the putback's good. McGee caught a break that time, had her shot blocked, but it blocked right back into her hands. And on the second putback, she got it to fall. 32-29. They'll try to go to Case down in the corner, and that one will be off Case's hands and out of bounds. And it will belong with the Bears of Southwest, with the Bears leading 32-29 and 2:25 to play in this basketball game. White with the basketball. White will work it down the floor for Southwest. White goes to Carey. Carey to McGee. McGee goes underneath to Gallagher. Gallagher back out to White. Now the three ball put up won't go. Case will grab the rebound, give it to Sanders. Sanders tasked with bringing it down for Co-Lin. Bears up 32-29. Sanders meets the double team, gives it to McGee. McGee fires a three, puts it up, won't go. Rebound picked up by Webster. She'll put it in and good. Webster grabbed the rebound. The put in was good. 32-31. Bears have seen their lead cut to one now with 1:42 to play. White with the basketball. White goes to Gallagher. Gallagher over to Carey down in the corner. Carey wanted to go underneath to McGee, and that one's knocked away by the Wolfpack. Now long arms, Miss Webster, Madeline Webster for Co-Lin, able to knock that one away and get the ball back for the Wolfpack. Wolfpack down in the corner with it, brings it back up top into the hands of Sanders. Sanders goes to Case. Case with the basketball. Now Case goes to Webster. Webster goes to McGee, and a foul going to be called. It's on 10. That's Taylor Ben. Ben will pick up her first. Number 11, not number 10. So the foul's on Gallagher, not Taylor Ben. 32-31, 1:08 to play, gets it inbounds, flips it to Webster. Her shot put up, no good. Esco the rebound, and now she goes towards the hoop, and she'll be fouled. Fouls on Courtney Bradford, who will pick up her second. So Bradford will pick up her second for the Bears, and that'll send the Wolfpack to the free throw line. So the Wolfpack to the free throw line. First one for her, up, no good. Esco misses the first. She'll have a second free throw due her. Here's the second free throw now with 1:01 to play. That one up, and that one no good either. McGee grabs the rebound for the Bears. She'll give it to White. White with the basketball. 54 seconds and the clock running. White wants to go to Tangle, and Tangle off her fingertips, going to lose that one for Southwest. Tangle lost that one off her fingertips for the Bears. It'll go back to the Wolfpack. Co-Lin with the basketball, and Sanders. 47 seconds. Sanders trying to go underneath the Esco. That's off her fingertips and out of bounds. Etienne will check in for White. 44.2 seconds to play. Bears by one, 32-31 here at the Southwest Basketball Center First Bank Court on this Monday evening. Etienne with the basketball to Ben. Ben works it back up top into the hands of Bradford. Bradford goes to Tangle. Tangle back to Etienne. Etienne back over to Ben. 12 on that shot clock. Now down to single digits at 9. Etienne puts it on the floor to McGee. McGee underneath, basket good. Shyla's having a big second quarter for Southwest, and it takes the Bears up 34-31. 7 seconds to play, down to 5. They give it to Case. Case with the basketball back to Sanders. Her three put up won't go, and that's it for the first half. Sanders had a pretty good look at a three with an arm in her face and almost made it to make it 34 for Southwest and 31 for Co-Lin, and that's how we go to the half. 2017, Co-Lin led this one after one period. Southwest leads it 34-31 here at the half. And we'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back with some first half numbers. Back with the first half numbers after a 2-minute break. This is Southwest Bear Lady Basketball on K106 and Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
It's not right. Well, welcome back to the Southwest Basketball Center First Bank Court, a special presentation of Lady Bear basketball this evening on K106, 105.7 FM. We're moved over to K106 because on the radio side, North Pike Baseball begins this evening on WAZA 107.7 FM. So we're on K106 tonight, and of course, our traditional spot, Bear TV, and all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Let's take a look at the numbers right quick for you for the Bears. Leading scorer in the first half was Shyla McGee. She had a big second half. 11 of her 13 points coming in that second quarter. She finishes the first half with 13 points. Let's see, we got 5 for Etienne in the basketball game, 4 apiece for Taylor Bean and Jerryon Owens, and then 2 apiece for Bradford and Gallagher in the contest. So McGee with 13, Etienne with 5, 4 for Bean, 4 for Tangle, 4 for Owens, and a basket apiece for Bradford and Gallagher in the contest for the Bears. Bears go 15 of 27 shooting the total field goals. That's right at 55% in the first half. They were 14 of 15 shooting the 2. And these numbers we were given show 1 of 12 shooting the 3-pointers. Let's see. Yep, the Bears had only that 1 3-pointer by Etienne in the first half. So that's a look at the Bear numbers. You look at the Wolfpack numbers in the first half. Their leading scorer, Morgan McCray, she puts 10 in the first half to lead the Co-Lin scoring. For Co-Lin, let's see, 7 by Esco in the game, 4 by Webster, 3 by Jana Case, and then 3 for Young, and then 2 apiece for Gilbert and McGee in the contest for Co-Lin. Co-Lin to get their 31 points. They went 13 of 28 shooting the basketball for 46%. They were 10 of 19 shooting the 2, 3 of 9 shooting the 3 in this basketball game. They were 2 of 5 from the free throw line. The Bears were 1 of 2 from the free throw line in this contest. Bears win let's see, Co-Lin wins the first quarter 20-17. Bears win the second quarter 15-11. Our score after the first quarter was 2017 Co-Lin. It was 34-31 Bears at the half. You look at the lead changes. We had 12 lead changes in this basketball game first half. We were tied 3 times. The largest lead for Co-Lin was 5. The largest lead for Southwest was 5. The longest scoring streak for Co-Lin was 6. The longest scoring streak for the Bears was 9 in the first half of that basketball game. That's the first half numbers for you here at the Basketball Center. Bears leading it where it matters, 34-31. As, well, actually the Bears are going to win. Excuse me, they didn't get that last basket there, so the Bears score 17 in the first quarter and 17 in the second quarter. Co-Lin scores 20 in that first quarter, 11 in that second quarter. Wanted to be sure we add that last basket of the first half here to those official numbers. Those are the numbers of the first half, courtesy Southwest Women's Basketball. We'll come back. Tell you what's coming up with Southwest Bear Athletics. We'll do that after a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes, you're listening to Lady Bear Basketball on K106. You're watching Lady Bear Basketball on Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
The softball team at Jones today. They took game one over Jones. It was a 6-2 final in that one. Jones College leading the Bears 9-2 in the nightcap. That one in the sixth inning. We'll keep an eye on that one over in Jones, as it looks like if nothing changes, the Lady Bears and the Bobcats of Jones College would split that softball series here on a Monday. As far as the rest of the week goes, well, we had a bunch of sports planned, but unfortunately a bunch of stuff got canceled today. The Bear basketball team we're supposed to play a prep school here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We understand from earlier today, Coach Brian Bender, that game has been postponed, so no basketball inside the Southwest Basketball Center tomorrow night. The Bear baseball team was supposed to be in action Wednesday over at Bear Park as they welcomed Meridian to town. That game has been rescheduled for Good Friday, so that game on Wednesday has been canceled. And then, of course, on Friday, the Lady Bear softball team was scheduled to take on Itawamba Community College for a twin bill beginning at 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. Those games have been postponed. They'll be moved to later in the Lady Bear schedule as well. So basically after today, the sports kind of dries up for the rest of the week. We do have Inside Bear Athletics coming your way 6 o'clock tomorrow night on Bear TV and all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. We're going to talk baseball and football. Coach Ken Jackson will join us, give us our mid-season look at the Bear baseball team. We'll also have Coach Collins in. Boy, I tell you, first time we talked to him, he was brand new on the job. We'll talk to him about how he is settling in as the new head football coach of Southwest Mississippi Community College. It's Inside Bear Athletics. It's every Tuesday night, 6 o'clock on Bear TV and all the social media outlets of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Do hope you'll join us tomorrow night for that program for sure. That's about it, though, as far as athletics goes for the rest of the week, with everything kind of getting canceled because of Mother Nature or some other circumstances. By the way, basketball season not done after today. These ladies and the men, everybody goes to the regionals, which would start next Monday. Understand, tentatively speaking, looks like the Lady Bears would be in action on Wednesday. The Bear men would be in action on Thursday, but we'll wait for some official confirmation on that, especially after all the games are played this week. There's still some teams in the MACCC that have some games to play this week to kind of make some final determinations on that. Let's step aside for 2 minutes. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll get second half action started. Back in 2 minutes to get second half action started. You're listening to Bear Basketball on K106. You're watching Bear Basketball this evening on Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here at Southwest Mississippi Community College, as we get ready for second half action, the Lady Bears leading this one 34-31 at the half. Don't forget, Bear basketball tomorrow night canceled. Got word from Coach Brian Bender before this one started this afternoon that the sophomore night festivities tomorrow night would be postponed, as would the basketball game tomorrow night. Bears own the basketball as we get second half action started. It's knocked away from the hands of Shyla McGee out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Co-Lin, so the Bears will own the basketball. Etienne will bring it in over in front of the Bear bench. She'll give it to Tangle. Tangle will go to Owens. Owens down in the lane, shot put up. It's blocked and a foul called. So the foul called against Co-Lin here in the opening moments. It's on 23. That is McCray, who will pick up her first foul for the Wolfpack. Jerrion Owens will go to the free throw line for the Bears. First one up, good. Owens will make the first free throw and get the first point of the second half into the books. Owens with a second free throw to her. That one's in and good. Jerrion Owens makes both free throws. Will give the Bears a 36-31 lead. Co-Lin in traffic brings this one down into the hands. Boy, flipping it around. I think everybody touched it, but they finally got it into the hands of McCray, and she'll get the basket underneath. That's where they wanted it. They just had to let everybody touch it before it got to McCray. 9:21 clock running. Bears back with the basketball. Etienne, top of the key with it. Down into the lane. Her one-hander up, no good. Co-Lin grabs the rebound with 9:11 to play. Here in the third period, here comes the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the basketball and Span. Span will bring it across the timeline with 9 minutes to play. Span will go to Sanders. Now they'll flip it around back into the hands of McGee. McGee goes back up top, puts in Span's hands. Spans gets rid of it to McCray. Three ball put up won't go. And Etienne's going to let that one go out of bounds. And the Bears will inbound it and bring it length of the floor. So the Bears will inbound it. They will bring it length of the floor with 8:45 to play. Etienne with the basketball to Ben. Ben works it up top to Owens. Owens with the basketball to Tangle. Tangle gives it back to Owens underneath. Nice basket. Nice basket. Jerrion Owens underneath to make it 38-33. With the basketball, it's Sanders. Sanders works it down for Co-Lin. Wolfpack with the basketball. And now double dribble going to be called on McGee. McGee with the double dribble called on her. 38-33, 8:15 to play third period. Taylor Ben with the basketball. Ben to Owens. Owens to Tangle. Tangle back to Owens. Jumper put up, won't fall this time. Co-Lin will grab that rebound. We'll go the other way with 8:03. Here comes Co-Lin down the floor. into the hands of Sanders. Sanders with the basketball, top of the key. Sanders goes to Span. Span wants to go underneath. That one knocked away by McGee. Picked up by Taylor Ben. She'll give it to Tangle. Tangle works it down. Back to McGee. Lets the three fall in the hoop. McGee gets that one to fall. Makes it 41-33. And we've got a timeout by the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack wants the 30-second timeout. 41-33 the score. By the way, the game went final. Jones College beats the Co-Lin ladies, the Southwest ladies 10-2. So Southwest and Jones will split the softball series over in Ellisville this afternoon as game 2 goes final with Jones winning 10-2. So they split that one. Softball done for the week now with their game Wednesday at Meridian rained out, and the game Friday here against Etowamba also rained out. So they go 1-1 this week. They'll take the rest of the week off, get back to softball field next week. Basketball will belong to Co-Lin with Span. Span top of the key with it. Span works it to Sanders. Sanders wants to work underneath to McCray. Jump shot put up for her, won't fall. Rebound picked up by Gilbert. Her shot put up won't go. And a foul going to be called against the Bears underneath. It's on Jerrion Owens. Owens will pick up her third foul. And going to the free throw line will be Derica Gilbert. Gilbert, first one won't fall. She will have one more free throw due. Will Derica Gilbert. Misses the first, earns herself the second. Second free throw due for Gilbert. That one up, that one won't go either. Bears get it. Oh, Bears got the rebound and lost it to Co-Lin. Wolfpack able to save that one into the hands of McGee. And now we got I think they just want their shot clock changed. They'll stop it to put 24 seconds on the shot clock. And now the officials will get together, make sure they're correct on that. Now they figured it all out, and they say 24 is what belongs on the shot clock. So 24 belongs on the shot clock. Co-Lin will inbound it. Going to the hoop, shot blocked. Underneath it was Bradford that got her paws on that one and blocked the shot from Sanders. So Co-Lin will have to inbound it underneath their own goal with 19 on the shot clock. Co-Lin will inbound it to Gilbert. Gilbert got it out to McGee. She'll lose it to the Bears. Tangle takes that one away for Southwest. It's in the hands of Etienne. Etienne with the basketball for Southwest, goes top of the key. Now she has it taken away. And Sanders takes that one back and gets the one-on-one basket. Sanders on the other end got the one-on-one opportunity. 41-35, 6:34 to play. Tangle with the basketball, goes to McGee up top. McGee goes to Ben. Ben in the lane with the basketball, brings it back out to Etienne. Etienne hands it to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball now for the Bears. She'll go to Bradford. Bradford, jumper, put up, touches, nothing. Co-Lin will grab that one. There was 3 left on the shot clock, but Co-Lin grabbed it anyway. Here they come. Co-Lin working top of the key with it to Sanders. Sanders goes to McGee. McGee wants to go underneath, and boy, Bradford trying to take that one away. Going to get called for the foul. So Bradford trying to take it away, gets charged with the foul, and now both Owens and Bradford have 3. Bears will go to Bree Brown and bring her in as both Bradford and Ben going to check out. Nia White checked in for the Bears as well on that sequence. Co-Lin with the basketball, top of the key. Bears playing the tight defense, working it into the hands of McCray. McCray goes to Span, and Span will go to the hoop and put it in. Span's first points of the game with 5:44 to play here in the third period. 41-37. Bears leading it here at the basketball center in the hands of Etienne. Etienne brings it to Tangle. Tangle working for the Bears. Tangle will give it to White. White with the basketball. 5:26 and the clock running, down to 8 on the shot clock. White goes to the hoop. They call a foul on the floor. Fouls on 23, McCray, who picks up her second. That's the Co-Lin second of this second half as well. So Bears will bring it in. They'll put 20 on the shot clock, and the Bears will bring it in underneath their own goal. Bears will bring it in to Tangle. Tangle will shoot a quick three. That one good. Boy, the Bears brought it in to Tangle, and Tangle puts it in immediately. Here comes Co-Lin back on the offensive end. Tangle playing defense after her big three. They put it over in the hands of Span. Span wants to fire a three. That one put up no good. Webster, the putback, it won't fall, and now we got a foul called underneath. It's on Bree Brown. Bree Brown will pick up the foul for the Bears, and Co-Lin will get a chance to inbound it underneath their own goal. Co-Lin will inbound it to Webster. Webster with the basketball. Thought about the three, passed on that, and if it's not a foul, it's traveling, they get the foul.
Southwest foul, number 14.
They call it on Shyla McGee. It was either going to be a foul or a travel, and it's a foul called. And that will send Webster to the free throw line for Co-Lin. So Webster to the free throw line. First one for her up. Good. So Webster makes the first. Makes it 44-38. Webster with the second free throw due. Second one for Webster is up, and that one won't get in. Brown grabs the rebound for the Bears. She'll give it to White. Here comes the Bears on the offensive side. They'll give it to Tangle. Tangle back to White. Back to Tangle again. Sydney gives it to White. Over to Etienne. Bears throwing it around, looking for the shot. Now White goes to McGee down in the lane, and McGee will have it taken away. It's Sanders who comes out with it. Sanders working on the offensive end. Hands it to Young. Young will hand it back to Sanders with 4:17 to play here in this third period. They flip it now to the corner to Span. Now, boy, everybody's touched it for Co-Lin as it goes into the hands of Webster, and her jump shot put up no good. But the putback there by Young is good. Young's putback is good, makes it 44-40 with 4:01 to play. And Southwest wants to use a 30-second timeout. So Coach Brent Harris will use a 30-second timeout. It's 44-40. The Bear lead being cut to 4 here at the Southwest Basketball Center on this Monday night. Don't forget, Inside Bear Athletics tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Baseball and football on the agenda. We'll get the midseason preview from Coach Ken Jackson. Talk baseball with him. And, of course, Coach Cliff Collins, the new head football coach of the Bears, will join us now that he's kind of settled into the office of being the head football coach of the Bears. We'll kind of catch up with him on how things have been progressing for that Bear football team here in this spring semester. It's Inside Bear Athletics, 6 o'clock tomorrow night on the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College and Bear TV. Tangle with the basketball to White. Here's the three ball from Anaya White. That one no good, but boy, goes right into the hands of Esco. Esco will give it to Span. Span will bring it down. Span goes to Young. Young underneath to Esco. Esco with the basketball. Goes for the shot. It's good. Esco gets her first basket of the second half. Makes it 44-42. Co-Lin now within a basket of the Bears with 3:21 to play here in the third period. Etienne with the basketball to White. White will give it back to Etienne. Etienne gives it back to White. She'll put it on the floor for the Bears. Shot clock down to 10. Tangle wants to shoot a three from way downtown, and that one falls. Tangle with another three from way downtown, 47-42. Bears needed a basket. They get one from Sydney Tangle. Top of the key with the basketball. It's in the hands of Young. Young goes to the screen with McGee. McGee's long three put up won't go. Esco the rebound. Brown sticking to her like glue. Shot put up won't go. Rebound by Sanders. Her putback will go. Sanders on the putback got that one to fall. 47-44, the Bear lead cut to 3. White with the basketball. White goes to McGee. McGee jumps, goes to the hoop. Her shot put up, it won't go, but a foul called. It's on Young. It's only the first against Young, but Shyla McGee will go to the free throw line for the Bears with 2:19 showing on this third period clock. Lead cut to 3 for Southwest. First one up won't go. And now McGee will have one more due. Second free throw for McGee. That one falls. So Shyla will make one of two from the Bear free throw line. Make it 48-44. 2:15 to play. Basketball into the hands of Co-Lin. Co-Lin, top of the key with it. Into the hands of Young. Young works it underneath, and that one, boy, she passed it right to Anaya White. Here comes White working into the lane. Her shot put in and good. Anaya White put it in and good. Stole it away and went coast to coast with the basketball for the Bears. 50-44, 1:46 to play third period here at the basketball center. Co-Lin with the basketball. They'll slide it down to McGee. McGee goes towards the basket. Shot put up won't go. Got her on rebound. Put back won't go. And now Bree Brown going to clear it for the Bears. Brown gives it to White. Here comes White going towards the hoop. Gives it back out to McGee. McGee tries to go underneath and forces the foul. It's on Esco, picks up her second. Bears will send Shyla McGee back to the free throw line here in this third period with 1:19 to play. Shot up and good. McGee will make the first. Makes it 51-44. McGee will have one more due. So McGee makes her first. Here's the second one now from McGee. That one up, that one good too. McGee makes them both from the free throw line. 52-44, the Bear lead. Bears will check Taylor being in. Sydney Tangle will go to the Bear bench and get a rest. Co-Lin will bring it down the floor with Span. Span brings it down across the timeline. Just over a minute to play. Span gives it to Sanders. 1:06 to play third period. Basketball in the hands of Span. Span working it to Case. Case with the basketball top of the key. They'll go underneath and traveling called. They had it to Young. Young hesitated and slipped him feet just a bit too much, and the travel called against her. White with the basketball, under a minute to play, 52-44, the Bear lead. McGee to shoot the three. That one touches nothing. It goes out of bounds. And that will be basketball in favor of Co-Lin. Closest one to that was Chuck Barnes, and unfortunately he's taking pictures and not playing for the Bears. 37 seconds left. Sure, he's taking some great pictures tonight, though. Case with the basketball for Co-Lin. Case, guarded by Benz, gets rid of it to Span. Span working with the basketball, shot clock to 10. Span back out to Case. Case into the lane, back out to Span. Here's the three ball put up. It won't fall. Etienne grabs the rebound. 10 seconds to play. Here comes Etienne and the Bears. Etienne gives it to White with 5 seconds to play. Down to 4, down to 2, down to 1. White to McGee. McGee plants her feet, shoots the 3. It won't go, and that's the end of the third period. 52 for the Bears, 44 for Co-Lin. We've played 3. We'll step aside and come back after a 30-second break for the fourth period. Back in 30 seconds, Bear basketballs on K106 and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here at the Southwest Basketball Center, final 10 minutes to play in this one, 52-44. The Bears leading it over their old rival, the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. Here in women's action, remember men's action tomorrow night. Faith Prep was scheduled to be here. Bears would have their sophomore festivities. Unfortunately, that game canceled. So that game canceled here tomorrow night for the Southwest Basketball Center. 9:52 as we start this fourth period. Co-Lin with the basketball. They'll put it in the hands of Sanders. Sanders underneath will go to Spann. And Spann will put the first basket of this fourth quarter in. 52-46. 9.5 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Gallagher goes to Etienne. Etienne goes underneath into the hands of Bradford, and they have it knocked away. Who last touched it? They say Co-Lin last touched it. So the Wolfpack the last to touch it, and the Bears will inbound it. Nia White going to check out for Tango. Bears look like they will get McGee back in for Gallagher. 12 showing on the shot clock. Tango will inbound it to Etienne. Etienne able to grab the basketball down to 9. On the shot clock down to 6. They go to Tangle underneath. They go to Bradford. Her shot put up off the rim, won't go. And a foul called before the shot clock expired on 23 McCray. She will pick up her third. The foul on the floor. So the Bears inbound and get a fresh 20. They inbound it to Tangle. Her 3-ball put up won't go. Tangle had her own rebound. Now it's loose on the floor. Picked up by Co-Lin. Finally able to grab that one with Sanders. Sanders goes down to the other end. Shot put up won't go. Taylor Ben will grab that one for the Bears. Ben will give it to Etienne with 8:50 to play. Etienne with the basketball for Southwest, top of the key. Etienne goes to Tangle. Tangle working with it to Bradford. Bradford out to Ben. Now back over to Etienne. KK with the basketball goes to Tangle. Shot put up off the rim, no good. Boy, Tangle had the look she wanted, just couldn't get it to go. And now we got a travel called against Co-Lin. Grabbing the rebound was number 14, Anaya Sanders. She went to the ground and the travel called against her. So the Bears will pick this one up underneath their own goal. 8.5 to play, 52-46, the Bear lead. Basketball goes to McGee, and she's fouled almost instantly by McGee. Orlandria McGee will foul Shyla McGee, who will go to the free throw line. McGee back at that line, drains the first. Makes it 53-46. McGee will have another free throw due her. Second one up off the front of the rim, no good. Second free throw doesn't fall. Co-Lin grabs the rebound. 8:22 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. It's into the hands of McGee. McGee tried to go to Gilbert. It's loose on the floor, still loose on the floor. And timeout taken by Co-Lin. Co-Lin will take the timeout to keep possession. Coach Gwen Young uses the full timeout. Tell you what, we'll step aside with him. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball's on Bear TV and K106.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, the Wolfpack will own it. They used a timeout. The timeout was changed to a 30-second timeout. Co-Lin will own this basketball. The officials will make sure they have everything straight, can the ball, and Co-Lin will inbound it underneath their own goal. Co-Lin will inbound it into the hands of Sanders. She'll go to the hoop, shot put up, rolled around, wouldn't go, and Shyla McGee will grab the rebound for the Bears. Here comes Southwest back on the offensive end. Basketball in the hands of Etienne. Etienne with the basketball. Bounces it back out, shoots the three ball, put up no good. McGee there to pick up the rebound, it won't go. And now a foul called. 23, they get Tangle.
Southwest foul, number 23, Sydney Tangle.
Tangle was trying to go in under there and force the jump ball, but she gets charged with a foul, so Co-Lin will own it. 53-46, the Bear lead with 7:42 to play. Basketball belongs to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack throwing it around. They want to go underneath. That one taken away by Bradford. Takes it away is Bradford to Etienne. Etienne to Tangle. Tangle's three this time good. Sydney Tangle got the three ball to fall that time for the Bears. Makes it 56-46, out to a 10-point game here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Into the hands of Young. Young flips it to McCray. McCray will give it back to Young. Young down in the lane. Shot off the glass, won't fall. Rebound picked up by Gilbert. Her shot put up, won't go. And now Courtney Bradford will clear the rebound for Southwest. Bradford will give it to Etienne. Etienne will cross the timeline for the Bears. Etienne gives it to Ben. Taylor Ben working with it to McGee. McGee over to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball for Southwest. Will go to McGee. McGee in the lane with it. In the lane, brings it back out. Jump shot put up, won't fall. And the rebound picked up by Co-Lin. Co-Lin picked up the rebound. Wants to get rid of it to this end of the floor right in front of us. Saving it is Young. Young will save it to Span. Or excuse me, she saved it to a number, Span, who she saved it to, and Span with the basketball. Span will give it to McGee. Down in the corner, they want to shoot the three ball with Young, and she'll drain it. Well, that one they got to Young before you could move, and Young able to put that one in. 56-49, the Bear lead. McGee with the basketball. Shyla got to put it on the floor as she's in the lane. Now she'll back out the lane. Give it to Etienne. Etienne with the basketball for Southwest. 5:44 clock running. Here's KK down in the corner. Back out to McGee. McGee in the lane, draws the double team, puts the shot in, count the basket and the foul. On 23 is the foul. That's McCray. McCray will pick up her fourth. And McGee, count the basket for her, will make it 58-49. And now McCray with those four fouls will get out of this one. Co-Lin will make some wholesale substitutions before McGee shoots the free throw. The free throw makes it 10 if it goes in. It doesn't. And the Bears will have a foul called on them. It's on Anaya White for the rebound, and Co-Lin will own this one. 5:34 to play. Wolfpack on the basketball. The Wolfpack on the basketball in the hands of Span. Span brings it out, puts it into the hands of Sanders. Sanders with the basketball. In the lane will bring that one back out. And now wide open. Boy, the lane just opened up for Jakira Young, and she'll put that one in and good. Lane just opened up for Young, and she puts that one in. 58-51. 5:04 to play. Owens underneath to McGee, and a foul called on Co-Lin. Sanders going to get this one.
Co-Lin foul, number 14, Sanders, her first.
Sanders will pick up her first. And Shyla McGee will once again be at the free throw line for Southwest. She's been there a ton this evening for the Bears. First one up and off the front of the rim. That one won't fall. McGee will have a second free throw due. Second one's up. That one is good. McGee makes the second. Makes it 59-51. Bears will check Tangle out for Ben. 4:59 the lead, 8 for Southwest, 59-51. Span with the basketball. Span working down in the lane. Ben had it stolen away, now in a fight for it. Who touched it last? They say it was last touched by Orlandria McGee, and the Bears will own it. Bears will own it with 4:58 to play in this contest. Don't forget sophomore night festivities after the game tonight. Ben works it to McGee. McGee goes to Etienne with it. Etienne works it out to White. White with the basketball, top of the key for the Bears. White works it to 32. That's Owens. And she'll put it in and good. Jerrion Owens gets her first basket of the fourth quarter. Makes it a 10-point game, 61-51. They go underneath to Esco, and a foul called against Southwest.
Southwest foul, number 32.
That's on Owens. She'll pick up her fourth. So Owens will pick up her fourth, and that'll bring Courtney Bradford in for her. So Bradford plays with 3 on the floor. Owens goes to the bench with 4 for Southwest. Esco will get it out to Span. Span works it underneath to Sanders, and a charge called. The call against Co-Lin will give it back to the Bears. Bears will own it with White. White with the basketball to Etienne. Etienne works it back to White, top of the key. White works down in the lane, back out to Ben. Ben with the basketball to McGee. Here goes McGee. She'll draw the double team. Her shot blocked. It's on the floor, picked up by Co-Lin. Picked up by Sanders. Here she comes down the floor. Sanders with the basketball. Flips it to Span. Span shot off the rim, no good. Esco, the rebound. Her shot won't go, and Taylor Ben will grab it for the Bears. And we have a technical foul called against Coach Gwen Young. Coach Gwen Young out on the floor making a point. And as he was making his point, he'll get the technical foul. Bears will go with Taylor Ben to shoot the technical foul. So Taylor Ben to shoot the technical fouls. First one's up, good. Ben makes the first. We'll have a second free throw due. 62-51, that one off the front of the rim, wouldn't fall. So Taylor will make one of 2, and the Bears will get it at half court. They'll ask White to inbound it for Southwest. White will inbound it to Ben. Ben will give it back to White. 3.5 or just under 3.5 to play in this one. Bradford will touch it for a moment to Etienne. Now it's back in the hands of White, and she'll travel. White travels with the basketball. And now Sydney Tangle ready to check back in for Anaya White. So Co-Lin will inbound the basketball. 3:15 to play. They'll pick it up with Span. Span brings it to the top of the key. Span gives it to Young. Young with the basketball. Young flips it out to McGee. McGee back out now to Young. Young working down in the lane. Goes across to, wanted to get it into the hands of Sanders, but the Bears take that one away. Here comes Etienne. Bears almost lost it after getting it back, but Etienne able to retain possession of that one. Etienne working top of the key to Ben. Ben with the basketball for the Bears. Goes underneath to McGee. McGee's jump shot in good. Shyla McGee's jump shot good for the Bears. 64-51. Southwest adding to their lead here in the final 2 minutes. Basketball goes up top to McGee. McGee works it over to Span. Span working top of the key. She'll give it back to McGee. Now they go underneath to Esco, and she'll put it in and good. Esco puts that one in to make it 64-53. Co-Lin the pressure. Bears pass their way out of it to Taylor Ben. Ben puts it on the floor to Tangle. Tangle will give it to Etienne. 1:52 to play. Etienne with the basketball. Works it to McGee. McGee goes to the hoop, and she will be fouled by Co-Lin. The foul is on 14. That's her second. Anaya Sanders picks up her second. Boy, Shyla McGee has spent a lot of time at the free throw line for the Bears, especially in this second half. Drains the first. Makes it 65-53. McGee with a second free throw due. That one's up good. So McGee makes them both this time down. Makes it 66-53. Taylor Ben will check out for the Bears. White gonna check back in for Southwest. 1:46 to play. Basketball will belong to Co-Lin. They'll let it roll to midcourt. Bears will lay off of them. Co-Lin wanting to conserve all the time they can. Span will pick it up at midcourt. She will give it to Blue, and we've got a foul on the floor. It's on 34, Bradford, who will pick up her fourth. Now Bradford and Owens both have 4. Owens will check in with her 4 fouls. Bradford will go to the bench for Southwest. 1:41 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center in this fourth quarter. Co-Lin will inbound it. They will put it in the hands of Sanders. Sanders working, and her shot put up won't go. And now a foul called. That one appears to go against the Bears. It's on Jerrion Owens, and that's going to be her 5th. So Jerrion Owens going to foul out. Bears will go to Abigail Gallagher, who will check in for her. So Jerrion Owens will foul out. Gallagher will check in, and Sanders will go to the free throw line for Co-Lin. First one for Sanders, up and good. Sanders will make the first. Make it 66-54. Sanders with a second free throw due her. Here's her second one. That one good too. So Sanders makes them both from the Co-Lin free throw line. 66-55. 1:29 to play. Basketball in the hands of McGee to Etienne, out to White. White with the basketball. White puts it on the floor to Gallagher. Gallagher touches it to Tangle. Tangle touches it for Southwest. Shot clock down to 9, down to 7. Tangle with the basketball. Down to 4, down to 3. Bears got to do something. McGee to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. McGee gets her own rebound to Etienne. Now it's back out to White. 14 on the new shot clock for the Bears. And White will be fouled by Co-Lin. It's on number 10, that's Span. Span will pick up her third. The Bears We'll see White go to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
At the line shooting 2 for Southwest, number 3, Anaya White.
Anaya White will shoot a pair. First one won't fall for White. White misses the first, and the second one do her. Second free throw now for White coming for the Bears. White, couple of dribbles, deep breath, shot up good. White will make 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 67-55. Gallagher and White will check out. Bradford and Ben will check back in. 50 seconds to play. Co-Lin with Span. Span will give it to Blue. Blue to the hoop. Her shot won't fall, but the Bears will commit the foul.
Southwest foul, number 14.
It's on 14, Shyla McGee. McGee picks up her third for the Bears.
At the line shooting 2 for Co-Lin.
It's Sanders who will shoot a pair. 2 of 2 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter is Sanders. First one for Sanders, up good. 56-67, the Bear lead now. Here comes the second one for Sanders and Co-Lin. That one off the front of the rim won't go. And we got a timeout called by Coach Brent Harris.
30-second timeout.
Brent Harris will use a 30-second timeout.
Again, remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of the game.
Bears lead at 67-56 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. In the closing moments of this one, the Bears trying to sweep Co-Lin. They won the first game back on February 22nd, 79-69. They lead 67-56 with 42.8 seconds to play here in Summit this evening. The Bear men completed a sweep of Co-Lin earlier in the year. The ladies trying to do it here on this Monday night. 42.8 to play. Bears on it. Taylor Ben to inbound it. She will get it to Etienne. Etienne, the double team on her, and she will be fouled. Or do the Bears call time? The Bears have to use a timeout. The Bears have to use a 30-second timeout. Boy, they had Etienne stacked up on that other side with the double team with 37.7 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center First Bank Court on this Monday night. Remember, all the other athletics for this week canceled, including the softball and baseball games on Wednesday with Meridian. The softball game with Itawamba on Friday canceled. And the basketball game tomorrow with Faith Prep for Coach Brian Bender's men, that one been canceled as well. Only other athletics are off the campus this week, and that's when the Bear baseball team will make the trip to Itawamba Saturday. Basketball belongs to the Bears, 37.7 to play. Bears ask Taylor Ben to inbound it to Etienne. Etienne will have the double team, and once again, Southwest will use the timeout. They got to take the full this time, so I'll tell you what, we'll take it with them, and we'll come back in 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, you're watching and listening to Bear Basketball.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, back here at the Southwest Basketball Center, 67-56. Bears get it in to tangle that time, and a quick foul going to be called against Orlandria McGee, who will pick up her second. And let's see, Sydney Tangle will go to the free throw line for the Bears. First one is good for Tangle. 68-56. Tangle will have a second free throw due. Second one's good. Tangle will make them both from the Bear free throw line. And now Southwest will use their final timeout. Oh, Co-Lin's using the timeout. And it will be a full timeout for Co-Lin. So we will look at the book here. Each team will have one timeout remaining. Everybody shoots the free throws. It's 69 Southwest, 56 for Co-Lin. The basketball will belong to the Wolfpack with 33.3 seconds to play inside the Southwest Basketball Center here on First Bank Court. Well, this game originally scheduled to be played January 26th. Here it is into the month of March, March 22nd. And these two teams finally get together. They did play February 22nd in Weston. Bears took that one 79-69. Here we go. Final 33.3 seconds to play. Co-Lin will inbound it to Span. Span will give it to Sanders. She'll go to the hoop, and she's fouled. 23, that's Sydney Tangle, who will pick up her second. The Bears will send Sanders to the free throw line. So the Bear foul will send Sanders to the free throw line for the Wolfpack. First one up, good. So Sanders makes the first, 69-57. A second free throw coming for Sanders. Second one, good too. Sanders will pick them up from the free throw line, 69-58. 28 seconds remaining here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Etienne will bring this one down. They'll run it all the way down. Co-Lin has decided not to foul, and this one's over. Etienne will continue to dribble. 10 seconds, 69-58. The final here at the Southwest Basketball Center. The end of this one will bleed out, and the Bears will win it. And with the win, the Bears of Southwest will go to 8-4 in division play, 8-4 overall. They will take their home streak now to 4-2 on this 2020 campaign. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Sophomore night festivities about to get underway. We'll come back in 2 minutes. You're watching Bear Basketball on Bear TV. You're listening to Bear Basketball on K106.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to give special recognition to the Lady Bear sophomores. First up, number 1, Michaela Etienne.
Well, the Bears sophomore is going to be recognized real quick. Leading scorer Shyla McGee with 28, Tango with 15 to lead the Bears. 10 for Owens in this game, 5 apiece for Etienne and Ben, 3 for Nia White, and 2 for Bradford in this contest. That's the Bears scoring. Bears do have 1 foul out. That's Jerryon Owens. Okay, yeah. It's Jerryon Owens who fouls out of the contest. They're recognizing the sophomores. First one is Etienne, who will come to the floor. She'll receive her picture from the Bears. Boy, the Bears are absolutely stacked with the sophomores. You look at the Wolfpack scoring real quick. 12 in the game for McCray, 10 for Young, 9 for Sanders. Let's see, 4 for Spann, 3 for Case, 5 for Webster, 11 for Esco. Boy, I missed Esco down there. So 12 for McCray, 11 for Esco, 10 for Young, 9 for Sanders, 4 for Spann, 2 for McGee, 3 for Case, 5 for Webster, 2 for Gilbert. Boy, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different ladies scored. The only 2 that didn't score was Smith and Ballou for Co-Lin, so they definitely spreaded it around in the basketball game. Nobody fouls out. Spann was playing with 3. McCray was playing with 3 for the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. Final score in this one, 69-58. The Lady Bears will win this one, and by winning this one, will close out the regular part of their season with 8 wins and 4 losses on the season. The sophomores continuing to be recognized here at the conclusion of the final game. And boy, do the Bears have some sophomores to recognize. Etienne, Ben, of course, it was Shyla McGee who was next for the Bears. Now Leah Carey, the sophomore, will be recognized for Southwest. And as Carey will receive her plaque, the Bears, by the way, will sweep out Co-Lin, winning 69-57 here, winning 79-69 earlier in the season up at Co-Lin. So both the Bear men and Bear women sweep out their arch rival, the Co-Lin Wolfpack, here on the 2021 basketball season. Well, understand we are going to actually hang around with you on the radio side. We're going to speak with Dr. Britta Stevens following the conclusion of the sophomore festivities, so that's coming your way in a few minutes. Sydney Tangle, the next one up for the Bears, as the entire family here with Sydney. You look at the Bears, Etienne from Monroe, Louisiana is a sophomore. Taylor Ben from Philadelphia and Neshoba Central. The Bears with Shyla McGee out of Biloxi. Leah Carey out of Florence and McLaurin High School. Sydney Tangle out of Carthage and Leake Academy. Jade Miles out of Pearl, Mississippi, played at Pearl High School. Daisy Wansley out of Summit and North Pike. Jerryon Owens out of Taylorsville, Mississippi, played at Taylorsville High School. So the Bears sophomore package, quite the array with Etienne, Ben, McGee, Carey, Tangle, Miles, Wansley, and Owens, all sophomores, and all, of course, saying goodbye after the conclusion of this 2021 basketball season for the Southwest Bears, a season that, by the way, is not over yet with this Bear win tonight. The region tournament, that's what we're going to talk about in just a few minutes. Daisy Wansley being recognized. She's the next one up. She'll get her picture and also her photo taken with head coach Brent Harris. Jerryon Owens is up next, and she should complete the puzzle for Southwest as far as the sophomores go, as they continue to be recognized here at the Southwest Basketball Center. So what a game it was. Bears sweep out Co-Lin, and in the event of sweeping out Co-Lin, they also get to recognize their sophomores. Don't forget now, I want to remind you of a couple of things here on Bear TV. The Bears and the Bears Sports Week just got a little lighter, got a lot lighter, in fact, with the Bears baseball and softball games Wednesday both getting rained out. And the Bear base softball game Friday also getting rained out. The basketball game tomorrow getting rained out. Excuse me, not getting rained out, but postponed. So no basketball tomorrow, no baseball Wednesday, no softball Friday here on the Southwest campus. The only thing left this week, sports-wise, is on Saturday when the Bear baseball team will make the trip to Itawamba for a twin bill. That one is still on as of right now and will be played up on the campus of Itawamba Community College there in Fulton, Mississippi. I'll tell you what, we're going to step aside on the radio side for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll visit with Dr. Britta Stevens. That's coming your way in 2 minutes on K106 Bear TV. Hang out with us as the festivities continue on the floor.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Oh.
They were not very good. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I knew what I was doing.
At the Southwest Basketball Center, sophomore night festivities concluded. Not counting the managers, Dr. Britta Stevens, 8 sophomores on this Bear team. You recognized them all, but as happy as you are to have 8 sophomores, probably a little sad to see 8 sophomores go as well from this Southwest team.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of a, I guess, a bittersweet feeling is what you would call it, because this has been a really good group to be around, a really fun group to be around. A lot of sophomores to replace, but I think they've got a lot of basketball ahead of them still. We've got some playoff basketball, and we hope we play deep in the playoffs. You know, I'd love to have all of them back. This is a unique year where we could have all of them back, and they could be super sophomores next year. So hopefully we can maybe talk 1 or 2 or 3 or 8 into coming back. I don't think we'll talk all 8 into coming back, but hopefully maybe a few. Either way, you know, we want them to go where they feel like it's going to be the best fit. Some of them are going to have great offers, and the best thing they can do is move on, but some of them may need us for another year, and we know we need all of them for another year. So very pleased with tonight, very pleased that we were able to honor them tonight.
We're absolutely ready to recognize them at this point next year too, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll pay Dr. Chuck Barnes another however much to get him a second gift. I don't mind at all.
Absolutely. Another gift, another picture, and we'll all be happy campers. Something does happen here at Southwest that I don't remember happening. Men and women both sweeping Co-Lin, your arch rival. That's a pretty big deal right there.
Yeah, you know, that's something last night when I was at home. I thought about it, and I went to the office this morning. I said, Coach, I said, have we ever swept Co-Lin in our careers here? And we've had good teams.
Mm-hmm.
We've never swept Co-Lin. It's always been a split. The year we played for the state runner-up, which was 2017, we beat them twice. We beat them 2 out of 3, but we split in the regular season. So this is the first time in my career that we've ever swept Co-Lin in a season. And I don't know if people know how big of a deal that is. One, it's our rivalry. They're 30 minutes up the road. They're also our best friends in the league. We trade every film with them. But, you know, Coach Young at the beginning of this season, he had 956 wins. That's a hard thing for someone to accomplish. So a great coach, a great program, a great history. And looking at our program, a program for several years who, you know, before I got here, the year before I got here, they were 0 and whatever. They were the laughing stock in the league. So to be able to turn it around, to be able to now be competitive with 956 wins, that tradition, you know, for us as coaches and us as our program, we feel like we're laying a foundation for something big here.
I was going to say, Coach Brent Harris, when he came in, what was it, 9 years ago? Mm-hmm. He came in, it almost immediately kind of changed the mentality of women's basketball here at Southwest, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was at East Central before I took the job here, so on our schedule, we circled it every year, went, oh, Southwest, that's 2 wins, you know, and immediately it flipped. Immediately went, okay, this is different. Southwest is different. And, you know, sometimes Coach and I will talk about that in our office. Sometimes I don't know if people still take us seriously because we are small. We are a small school. Sometimes we don't get the most highly recruited kids. Some of these kids that we had as sophomores may not have had other offers, but we knew that they could help us. We knew they fit our program. We knew we could coach them, and look what they've been able to do.
Absolutely. By the way, what they were able to do tonight, leading scorer Shyla McGee with her 28 points. Spent a lot of time in the second half. Did McGee at the free throw line, too, tonight, didn't she?
She did. That was one thing we talked about at halftime when I looked at the stats. We were 1 for 12 from the 3, and we were 1 for 3 from the free throw line. I said, y'all, we're settling. We've got to get to the rim. We've got to get more free throw attempts, and she did. She did a really good job of that. I thought she did a really good job a couple times when we were busted and didn't really have much of creating something, making something out of nothing. And I thought we made some great plays in the first half. We were very unselfish. We just didn't make shots. But shots fell in the second half, and that's, you know, that's basketball. That's how the ball rolls and how things happen. So thankfully we were able to make shots in the second half and pull away.
Well, now that we've talked about this game, let's talk about the season, then we'll talk about the postseason part of this. First of all, looking back at the season, it's usually you come into a season, you play Mondays, you play Thursdays. This year, a lot of weeks you didn't know if you would play 3 days a week, if you'd play 2 days a week, or if you'd play at all. What was it like from a coaching perspective, taking a team and basically keeping them always ready to play, because you pretty much had to always keep them ready to play, and you didn't know if you would be down a player, down 2 players, or what?
You know, I think challenging is probably the word I would use for it. I think my group has made it less challenging because they were ready. You know, they just kind of rolled with the punches. Again, we talked about this. I probably didn't handle it as well as they did some nights, but not knowing the uncertainty, okay, we're going to play Pearl River on Monday. Wait a minute, now we're not. Now we're playing East Central on Wednesday. For me and for Coach Harris and I, the game prep, because our players, sometimes I tell them, y'all don't know how much time I spend watching film. I spend hours upon hours, and Coach does too. We spend hours. So for me, the challenging part was I've got the prep. I've done the prep for this team. Wait a minute, they've changed the schedule, or this team had to cancel. But I think they've embraced it, like I said, better than I have. I think they've done a good job of being ready, being prepared to play. And it was disheartening for them a little bit to know, like, we're getting on the bus to go to Pearl River. Oh, you're not going to play. Last week we played Monday, played a tough game at Meridian. We were ready to come out and play Thursday, and then we find out after the game, no game Thursday. So, it's been challenging, but I will say we have been a fortunate team. At no point in this season have we had to send our entire team home to quarantine. We've had a couple of kids who have had COVID and thankfully have recovered and been safe, but we've tried to take all the precautions, tried to keep them all safe, and we've been very lucky.
Now let's move on to the postseason part of this. Obviously no state tournament this year with COVID, but the region tournament's been done a little different. All 19 teams go to the region tournament. Basically, it starts next week. Monday and Tuesday are kind of play-in days for those bottom side teams. So right now, kind of guessing at it, Southwest Women would be looking at what, a Wednesday night game?
Yeah, right now we'll be looking at a Wednesday night game, and with this win tonight, we feel like we're almost assured to host that Wednesday night game. So we will probably finish number 3 in the South, which we would be compared with the 3 in the North. So we would be either the 6, 7, or potentially the 8 seed if that Louisiana team comes in there. We're thinking right now we're either going to be the 6 or the 7. It would be between us and East Mississippi. So we would either host 10 or 11, the 10 or 11 seed. I don't hate that. I don't hate being 6 or 7. I think, 7 might be perfect because we're away from Jones, and my goal is to stay away from Jones until the championship game because they are a very good team. But I think if we make it that far, we can give them a good punch. And I don't like to talk about that because we've got to beat whoever we play Wednesday, and then, But it is a different year. On Monday and Tuesday, there will be play-in games for those bottom 15, 16, 17 teams. Wednesday, the men would play on Thursday. If we were to win on Wednesday, we would come back again and play on Monday. If we won on Monday, then we would go to Mississippi College for Wednesday, and then the region championship would be on Friday at Mississippi College.
So basically over the next 2 weeks, after this week, of course you take the rest of this week off. Some teams are still playing this week. Of course, those basically you guys played every game but the two at Pearl River, and at this point it doesn't appear those are going to be played, right?
Yeah, we would love to play those, but Pearl River has had a lot of COVID issues. They continue to have COVID issues, and they've got other games scheduled for this week, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to make those up. I don't know how that will affect us as far as tiebreakers and things like that. Hopefully it won't have a lot of effect. I think our commissioner in our league has a good plan on how to determine seeding, and then once the state seeding is determined, then the region seeding will be determined from that. So, you know, Coach talks about it all the time. He's like, what if we're this seed or what if we're that seed? I said, Coach, just tell me who we play so I can get the film, get the prep done, and let's go play. He worries about it way more than I do. Just tell me who we're playing.
Of course, he's also a league commissioner, so he has a little bit more on his plate as far as the region tournament is concerned. I know he's probably been fielding a lot of phone calls about seeding and where they're going to play and how it's going to work and things like that. But in the end, when we get to the basketball court, it's basketball. In regards to who you're going to play, it looks like next Wednesday you're probably going to be here. You're going to play somebody, and that's what's next up for the Southwest Lady Bears, and that's kind of how you've looked at it all year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've looked at it. Who's the next opponent, what's the next game. Because there was so much uncertainty, we didn't really know who the next opponent or what the next game was going to be. So this is just another, you know, COVID-type season where we know we play Wednesday and we know we're here. And I think being here is a comfort. We don't have to worry about getting a bus. It's pregame meal, postgame meal. Do we need to go stay overnight? We don't have to worry about anything except showing up and playing somebody in our gym. We're really good in our gym. You know, we've been good. Last year we were 12-1 in our gym. This year we've only lost 2 in our gym. So I feel good about having somebody come here. It'll be a good team. We'll have to play hard. We'll have to fight. But I like our chances on this floor better than I do on somebody else's.
Absolutely. And, of course, you also have the home fan factor. I noticed a few more people were here in the Southwest Basketball Center tonight as the restrictions have slightly eased. A few more people have been allowed in. And, of course, with sophomore night, some of the families were all allowed in as well tonight, so you kind of had a little bit more of a home crowd advantage tonight, so to speak.
Yeah, that was nice. It's nice as the restrictions have been lifted a little bit. It was especially nice for sophomore night for all of them to be able to bring their fans or their family and stuff to be able to see them play.
And some of them have big families.
Some of them do have big families. In fact, a lot of these girls have big families, and that's so good having your family to be able to come. Because this year has been unique. Sometimes we would go, like Shyla McGee is a kid from Biloxi, Mississippi. Well, we went to Mississippi Gulf Coast, which is 30 minutes from her home. Her family couldn't come because they had restrictions where no visiting fans could come. So it's really sort of been an unfair year in that way. I understand it. I understand it's for protecting your players and allowing your home fans to be able to come. But it's nice to have a night like tonight where, you know, their families can come. I'm saying this, I probably shouldn't. It's nice not to have the men play because we're always worried about, okay, when are we going to do sophomore night? We got to hurry up because the men be able to play. It was really nice to be able to slow down tonight and do this at the end and take all the pictures you want to take. And, you know, girls like pictures, and that's a big thing for us. So it's been really nice. But I noticed we had a lot of students here tonight, too. I think that's a factor that we've been missing because of the limited restrictions. You know, limited attendance, we haven't had a lot of students, but tonight we did, and that was really nice to have as well.
I was going to say, speaking of traveling, that one right there at the center of court there, I don't think missed a game last year, and not being able to make those road games has been killing him just a little bit, I know for sure.
It has, and somehow, so in Meridian, there were no visiting fans, and Taylor said, well, my parents aren't going to like that. And I said, well, my parents don't like it either, Taylor. And lo and behold, we get to the game, and her parents are there, and I said, what kind of magic did you pull off?
He slid in somehow, didn't he?
He slid in somehow. So, and Benji, I'll be honest with you, one thing that really hurt us at Meridian, late in the game, they started making shots. They got some momentum. Their crowd got into it, and us not having anyone except Mr. Ben and Mr. and Mrs. Ben, it hurt us because it was like their gym. Everything was for them. So that was a tough thing. I hope that the league will consider, once we get to playoff basketball, allowing fans for both teams, because I do think it is unfair for us or someone to come here and not be able to have any fans at all. I don't think that's very fair.
And let's hope that maybe that can get worked out. We got a week before that happens. Let's hope we can get that worked out, get a few more people in the stands. Coach, we're going to take the victory tonight. You sweep Co-Lin. Men sweep Co-Lin. That's a pretty big deal there. Of course, the men's game tomorrow night gets canceled, so this is it in the regular season here at the Southwest Basketball Center. On the playoff basketball, on to the region tournament and next Wednesday. Thanks Thanks for your time tonight. Good luck getting the team ready. We'll talk to you next Wednesday night after what we hope is a Bear victory.
Thank you. We do too.
Dr. Britta Stevens joining us for a conversation here at the floor. That'll do it for the coverage here on K106 and Bear TV. Thanks for joining us this evening. A special presentation of women's basketball on K106 for you, with baseball on WAZA and, of course, on Bear TV. We appreciate you watching in tonight as well. Final score, final time. It's the Bear women winning 69-58 over the Wolfpack of Co-Lin. We'll talk to you tomorrow night for Inside Bear Athletics on Bear TV. We'll talk to you again next week for more Southwest Bear Athletics on K106, WAZA, and Bear TV. Have a great night, everybody.